I don't know what to do other than maybe. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. It's obviously not working, so let's try it again on a different day. I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay. All right. Well, if you guys can hear me, okay. I don't know what I did. I just started hitting buttons. Yeah, Fireman Larry. I mean, like, yeah, I've had a little bit of problem with this Wi-Fi here. Big problem, really. I went through several iterations and finally, hopefully, landed on one that works. So glad to hear from you guys. How y'all doing out there? Everything good so far? I hope so. Man, I really look forward to these live chats with you guys, and I hate it that there's some kind of mix up with the with getting on, but these things happen, right? Let me make sure that I'm still on. Top chat. Can I still go? All right. All right. Good enough. Good enough. Hey, Henry. How are you, brother? Marsfield Lime, Henry, Fireman Larry. We got we got a few in the house. There's William, Bill. Yeah, my neck. I've had this pinched nerve for about a week now, maybe a little more. It's just getting steadily worse because of the way I sleep. Um, yeah. All right, Henry. Good, good, good. You guys are putting in some work. I mean, you know, I really have a lot of respect for all of you guys um, to have been through the mill and to have realized what is really going on and then to, be able to get a hold of yourselves and turn it around. That's a big deal. That's a big deal for anybody to be able to do that. Doesn't happen that often. I mean, the stats are solidly against it. So you guys have done really well. So yeah, I mean, um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Little Emma is cool. Yeah, she won. Marsfield, she won. She, yeah, she's tough. That's a tough little cookie. Yeah, I know you are, Henry. I know you're a dog lover. Hey, Dave. Sorry about. Yeah, I'm okay. It's just a pinched nerve. I'll get over it in a few days or something. But I had to get this because um, otherwise, I'm driving the car and I go to turn, I go to look, and it's like this, really painful. And I can take pain, but Count Smecula, all right, brother. Yeah, well, I really appreciate that comment. I mean, I'm trying to, come up to speed with a lot of this. It's like a learning curve. I've got to acclimate still to just being free in society, being able to talk freely, being able to share my story. There's a lot to it. There's a lot of psychological baggage. There's a lot of stuff that I just have to navigate. I have to be able to make sense of it all and put it in a presentable mode. But we're really coming up to speed now with blockheads. You guys are going to enjoy this, I think, tremendously. Um, yeah, smash it. Smash that like button. I hear you. Got to. Um, I don't know what people do. I mean, I guess it just takes time to get like, a lot of subscribers or a lot of views or something. Yeah, you got to try. You got to like try the massage, Henry. Try shiatsu's really good. Just the finger pressure, like your wife, just kind of go back and forth. Yeah, the blockheads, Henry. This is going to be so cool. You're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe it. This is like the beginnings of South Park or something, really. The very few people that know about this they're very excited about it. Me a little less so, but I'm still a little bit excited about it. Um, yeah, there's yeah, no doubt, Dave. Sure, absolutely, absolutely. I'd love to do that. That's really my forte. I mean, I would absolutely enjoy and appreciate the opportunity to speak to some people, the young kids. I mean, the youth. It's hard to get through to them, but sometimes, sometimes you're able to. Sometimes you can say just the right things, and it clicks. No, it's not Clay Marsfield. It's actually these little. I'll show you one. It's right here. This is this is Morton, right? So he's the CO. He's like the main CO guy that comes around. But it's what they call stop motion. So you're moving them a little bit at a time, and then you're moving their arms and their hands, and this guy, yeah, it is. It really is. I made all these myself. I wrote the script. I built the set. Check this out. Here goes the warden, right? This is the warden. They're going to be tripping on her, right? Look at that. They're going to be tripping on her. But she's also a little bit of a Bible thumper. So, yeah, this is going to be really good because we did all the stop motion. We're just trying to get the voices together now. It's a little bit, yeah, 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 yeah. How analytical? Absolutely, absolutely. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in a cage, right? When you're kind of just like trapped in that cage. So, uh, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. It's a sitcom, so I'm trying to make it realistic, but at the same time trying to make it humorous, and going to have a lot of different angles to it too. Yeah, there's going to be people. It's already in there. It's already in one of the scripts, but yeah, there. See, she's a new warden, right? So she is trying to implement this new policy, this test, and so she's putting these dudes from different backgrounds, different races, into the same cell together, and you know how that goes, right? But oh yeah, yeah, Dave, mine was too. My internet here, the Wi-Fi was. I was wrestling with it for the last half an hour. I mean, I'm I'm pissed about it because I don't you guys are waiting and I'm trying to get on there and I don't know what's going on. But hopefully we'll have a little better, a little clearer um, connection the next time. So no big deal. I mean, we'll get back to it again pretty soon. I'll just schedule another one, but the premiere of Blockheads will be coming very soon. We just got to get the voices together. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Human nature is fascinating, and they do never put the races together. I mean, these guys object, but they're kind of like, over the barrel a little bit. You know, they're forced into this situation, and it's an experiment. This warden just wants to try this new social experiment in, you know, the context of the prison environment. So that's what gives it, you know, a little bit of tension and a little bit, you know, that's what moves the narrative forward, is when you have some kind of conflict, or when you have, you know, if everything's just everything, then it really isn't all that interesting, right? So you've got to sew in a little bit of design to the whole thing. So we're just working on the dialogue now. Hey, Thomas. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. Yeah. Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah, state does. Some states. Hey, boomerang time. Yeah. Better call Saul. Man, oh, don't. Yeah, you know it. You know it. If this had happened in some kind of an accident that wasn't my fault, yeah, I'd be sitting pretty. But yeah, I can't. I just got a pinched nerve. Yeah, I'm trying to, you know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the premiere out on YouTube generally, because it's, you know, it's 12, 14 minutes. So, but then, you know, the rest of them, the rest of the episodes, the actual production episodes, are going to be on the membership channel. So you guys that are members, I mean, you know, you're going to have access to all of that, and I'm going to keep putting up content. I mean, I'll keep throwing it up on general YouTube, like crime reports and stuff like that. Infamous federal prisoners, there's really only so much that can be done with that. There's a couple more. You know, there's probably more infamous federal prisoners than I actually know about, or, you know, I'm thinking about or aware of. I mean, if I went through a list, I could probably come up with a bunch. Yeah, it does suck getting old, Henry. No doubt. Oh, Dave, a long time, a long time, because you know, you're only doing one frame at a time, so you can have like 250 frames and only have a minute and a half or a minute and 45 seconds. And then, of course, you know, you got to remember where everything is. But, you know, it's a process. This is all a process of creativity. It's a process of learning. I'm just really happy that I get the chance to, you know, express some of my prison experiences and maybe insights. I don't know. I'm no better at insights than anybody else. I mean, but I think I can make something entertaining. And yeah, that's what my wife said, Henry. That's exactly what she said. It's like old school Gumby, right? Martin looks like a Gumby. Yeah, because we put it in the cartoon mode, and she's like, "Oh, that looks like Gumby." I'm like, "How do you know about Gumby?" But yeah, yeah, it's kind of it's kind of his character though. Gumby's sort of his character almost. Um, these other guys, these other characters, you're gonna trip on. Yeah, Dave, I have a little bit of clay, but I haven't used it. This is my first go around with this. Yeah, yeah, Gumby. Gumby was certainly flexible. See, now he would have been a good sponsor for Hatha Yoga, right? Gumby. But yeah, I mean, we've got courses that we're in the midst of developing. In April, early April, we're going to do some more primary or principal filming on the documentary. That's happening. Gumby the Yogi. Yeah, it's got a ring to it, right, Thomas? It's got a little bit of a ring to it. That would be, yeah, yeah, why not? build a product line, probably get rights to Gumby pretty cheaply, inexpensively these days. But have a little Gumby type trademark or insignia. But yeah, Gumby was okay. I think he was. I think he was a little bit. Was he a little bit dumb though? Was Gumby a little bit like purposely uh, dumb about certain things? I don't remember because I was just like, I think I was a kid when. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Thomas. I'm saying this is. I mean, this is something that's got legs. The few people that know about it, they're like, that's badass. I tried to talk to him a couple times, and he responded to me once, Mr. Orange, and it was just he was in the cell next to me, and I had to move in after him, and because they rotate you every 90 days. I I think there's isn't there one up there? Um, hey, David. Hey, buddy. I see you. I hear you anyway. I'm looking at your. Yeah. Yeah, David. Cool, man. Good to have you on board. Yeah, I'm hoping that I can. Yeah, I did, Dave. I did read his manifesto. It does make a lot of sense. I mean, and what he said has basically come to pass. The only thing was, you can't like mail bombs and kill people. You just, I think that's. Oh wow, 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 wow. Thank you, David. Thank you so much, brother. Man, appreciate that for real. Appreciate that. Um, yeah, I certainly. Yeah, I appreciate it, brother, for real. Yeah, I mean, he predicted. Hey, there's John Wolf. Car accident? No, I wish, brother, because I'd probably be getting paid then. But I didn't see your comment, Mr. Orange. Could you put it up again, please? Um, Big Meech, infamous person. Big Meech. Do you know his name? Do you know his like legal name? But yeah, yeah, good to see you, John. Um, yeah, you really can't beat the system when it comes to that. Yeah, it's just a pinched nerve, John. It's kind of painful. I'll be laying there and I'll be in one position. Yeah, I am. I am too. I'm more relaxed and happy, Mr. Orange. I get that way more and more each day because I'm like, man, I'm free, man. I'm not in that cage anymore. I'm actually among the living again. And yeah, there's a lot of responsibilities. Yeah, there's a lot of burdens. Yeah, it takes a lot to keep everything moving, but so what? Yeah. Yeah, so what? I got to, you know, the worst day out here is 100 times better than the best day in there, right? Demetrius Flannery. Demetrius Flannery. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to look at that. Yeah, I'm free, David. Yeah, Henry, I just, there's a really cool segment I want to do um, about Casper. Casper was this character. Nobody really, honestly, knows who it was. There's suspicions, but this guy was murdering people in Lewisburg, and a little bit later, remember David? And a little bit later, in Atlanta, or at least rumored, it might have been different people, but they called this whatever the image or specter or person Casper. Apparently, Casper would get up early in the morning, and he'd already have his target picked out, and The doors would open, or early on, and everybody that was moving would move to the chow hall, and somehow he'd just slide into the cell, and I guess he had a pipe and hit him in the head and stab him a couple times and slide on out. It sounded like that it was, yeah, yeah. Thomas, Chad's, Chad's good. Chad's good. Chad's good. He's a good dude. He's got a good heart. He's really, yeah, he's really a good dude. I think everybody likes Chad just because, he's really very candid. He's open. He puts a little bit of fat on stuff, but yeah, I mean, he's got a really good viewpoint. And the fact that he had that monster sentence on him, and it was like, it just, it just kind of broke your heart to see a dude like that having that kind of a sentence for that kind of bullshit. But yeah, yeah, Mr. Orange, I'm gonna get some different caps together here as soon as I can. You know, yeah, he's helping a lot of others. Yeah, Chad's channel is awesome. Count Macula. Chad is the man. He's good. I love that. I love that kid, and I call him a kid because he's a kid to me, right? But yeah, he's you know he he's just doing the right kind of things, and you can see that he's got a real heart. He's patterned his life now in a way that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Jimmy. How you doing, Jimmy? Good to hear from you, brother. Yep, Casper. Yep, the old timers know about Casper. I'm doing some research on it. That's why I haven't put out the other video yet on infamous federal prisoners. But I think Casper is an infamous federal prisoner, even if we really don't know his name. There's some speculation as to who it could be. There's a few names that come up, but Jason, what's up, Jason? All right. Yeah, I'm going to do the show, David, for sure. I'm definitely going to do the show soon. And that'll be up probably by, I'd say, Sunday or so. But I think there's something to the algorithm about when you actually put up the video. Yeah, Jason, you got it right there. There's Richard Dowling. What's up, Richard? Yeah, that's what the speculation was about Casper. McNair, escape artist, man. Mailed himself out of Pollock, right? Or where the hell was that? I think it was Pollock. Didn't he mail himself out in a crate of mailbags or something? Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I know you do, Jimmy. I know you do. I know you do. Yeah, Pollock. That's right, Mr. Orange. Yep. Marsfield, man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you so much. Yeah, how was that, David? That tug of war, right? And then you got to see the tug of war. We just put that up last night, but I did that little dancing thing, and I thought little Princess Emma, right? She could be like a dancer, a popular dancer. She's pretty cool. Emma, she's pissed at me right now though, because yeah, you know about it. You know about it. You studied up, didn't you, Mr. Orange? You know about it. Yep. I mowed that old woman's lawn. Hey, I'll tell you what. That was one of the best days of my life. Uh, Jason, don't worry, man. Yeah, she won the tug. William, brother, man, good to see you in here, man. Love you guys, man. appreciate your help, man. You give a lot of good comments. You give a lot of encouragement to me with your comments, and I hope I can be an encouragement to you guys too, because we've been through some shit, and no, Mr. Orange, but when I got done doing the front yard for her, for you guys that don't know, okay, I escaped in '99. I went back to Syracuse. I was trying to see my son, Johnny Jr. And um, I pulled up at the house, and across the street was this old lady. She was trying to start her mower. She was about 75 years old. And so I'm sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. Nothing's happening. She's over there pulling and pulling and pulling. So I jump out and I go up there and I say, Miss, could I help you start your mower? And so, hey, Chris, all right, brother. All right, cool, man. Appreciate you too. So I got her mower started, and then I said, "Look, I'll just cut the lawn for you, And she had some pretty tall grass, so I cut the front yard and stopped. And then Richard, love you, brother, love you, man. Yeah, we made it, Jimmy. We made it, man. Look, people don't know. I mean, the regular uh, people don't know. They don't know how close you come to not making it all the time. So she wanted me to do her backyard too. Um, yeah, at Leavenworth, Jason. Um, back in '90, uh, they were there, and those guys, they always moved them around. Like they'd move between Lone Park, Leavenworth, and Lewisburg mainly. Sometimes, once in a while, they'd let one hit Atlanta for a minute, but they weren't too keen on that. Usually it was Marion, Lewisburg, Leavenworth, and Lone Park. But yeah, so I did her whole backyard. And I just took off my shirt. It was May, sun was out, fresh, the smell of fresh cut grass, and the mower running, and then she said, "Would you like a cold drink?" When I was all finished, so she brought this soda out. It was one of those economy soda pops, and yeah, yeah, Jason, pretty. I mean, you know, Jimmy Gunn can tell you, Chad can tell you, you're always walking on this razor. I mean, you might as well say razor wire. You're always walking on the edge, and um, things can happen just out of nowhere, but they can happen anywhere. Uh, yeah, long poke. But yeah, it was cool. We sat up. Me and the woman sat up on her porch, and I drank that ice cold soda. Never had a soda that tasted so good. I went down and I got back in the car, and went to go over to my sister's house, and I passed by a state trooper. He was coming the other way down Route 31. Yeah, William, for sure, for sure, for sure, brother. A lot of respect for Jimmy Gunn, for sure. Um, but yeah, the state trooper, he flips around. Uh, I see him in the rear view, turn around, back at a cross street. So I just gunned it. I just went down. I went up over the next hill. I took the next right, and it dead ended by this lake. I think it's Oneida Lake. And I just jumped out, left it running. I jumped out and ran into the woods, and then I circled back around, and I went on the other side, and I went up along the lake shore, and yeah, there was this old Bronco sitting in this driveway. It had the keys in it. I jumped in it, started up, went to take off. The dude came running out, and hey, where you going? Stop! Come back here. I just backed up and, but then I left it like not even half a mile away. I just, I was just trying to get a little space between me and the state police. They had a helicopter, they had the dogs, they had everything. U.S. Marshals, big man on it. Mr. Orange probably knows about it. Probably read about it. It's all pretty well documented. But yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. It seems like we go through these cycles, these ups and downs. Things are great and maybe not so great, but my objective is just to kind of level out, maybe not to pursue happiness per se, but to pursue contentment so that I'm all right, so that I feel good about myself and my life no matter what happens. Um, not not to really put a label on things as being good or bad, because really some things in the past that I thought, oh, this is horrible, this is terrible. Um, it might have been in some ways, but in the end, there was something good that came out of it. If you're looking for good, something good's going to come out of whatever situation, right? That, don't worry about none of that. I'm not tripping on any of that stuff. I'm just here. Um, yeah, life on life's terms, Dave. That's it. That's it. Just be like water, right? Um, Go with the flow. Take the shape of whatever it is you need to take the shape of in order to keep moving. I think there's some really basic principles. I think there's some, for lack of a better term, I think there's some basic characteristics or values or attributes that are better than their counterparts, than their opposites. And I think that if we learn um, how to ingrain those into our psyche so that our thoughts, our feelings, our behaviors can be influenced by those, I think that everything starts to go better. It's almost like there's a magic that begins to happen. All right, Henry. Man, appreciate you, Henry, so much. Be cool, man. Tell everybody I said hello, and I hope you get a little relief for your back and shoulder. I know how that goes, man. I've had my back broken, had my neck broken. Yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Tell them what you're gonna do, and it's gonna come out pretty much just the opposite, right? Or yeah, I often think that there's some kind of a cosmic conspiracy, perhaps something that just works behind the scenes. Yeah, peace, David. Peace, brother. I'm sorry. Next week, I'll get this stuff straightened around well ahead of time. But really appreciate you guys. Good night, David. Yep, yep, yep. No doubt about it. I'm gonna I'm gonna be signing off too here in just John Wolf. Hey, you're something, man. Love you, John Wolf. Yep, yep, yep. Pinched nerve, man. Painful as hell too. Move the wrong way, and I just go. It's like an electric shock in the side of my neck. I'm like, what? Yeah, Richard. Yeah, I like that. Let's try to be the change we was to see in others. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're good at recognizing. Um, yeah, I think so, John. I got both, but the neck is way worse. And yeah, I had like X-rays not that long ago when I was, in the pen, and they're like, there's nothing wrong with your neck. I'm like, there's something wrong with it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the only thing connecting my head to my body, right? We really do depend on the neck. I really got to get back to exercising my neck and try to get it strengthened again. But gets better and better. Box it likes to get kicked around a little bit, right? But yeah, I appreciate you guys so much. You make my day, and you know I'm very optimistic about this whole relationship, and I really, I do appreciate the very supportive and great comments. And look, people make comments that you know sometimes a person would look at it and say, "Ah, that's not very supportive." I mean, people have done that, and I always try to look at it in a constructive way. I always try to say, "Yeah, how can I do better the next time?" Yeah, Chris. I mean, we don't stay in touch like day to day or week to week, but um, I think Jan and I have a bond. I think that bond was made way back when, and I was impressed with him. He was impressed with me. We got along really well. There was, um, you know, you, there's very few people that you meet in the federal penitentiary system who have this, for lack of a better term, this it factor, this capital IT factor. I mean, don't know how to describe it, but you know that person is a decent human being. You know that they're just they just took a chance and got caught. Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. We're not getting any younger, John Wolf. Timbuktu, infamous prisoner segment is great. I'm gonna do a new one, Timbuktu, about Casper. There goes Jimmy. Yeah, it's hard to slow down, man. Real Bamski. All right, Bamski. All is well, my friend. All is well. I hope it's the same with you. I think it is. It's going to get better. It's going to get better and better. Yeah. Yeah, I know he does. I know he does. I know he does. We have, it's the same kind of mutual respect and love that I have for you guys. I mean, it's just that with Chad, I got a chance to know him and play wall ball and volleyball and uh, whatever we called that other game we played. We always were making up some kind of a new sports challenge to try out on the little rec yard there. But yeah, we got some stuff. We got some stuff. I think those games could actually. I think they got legs. I mean, I think if people wanted to, it could be a yeah, yeah, John. I used to. They used to try to take it from me too all the time. A lot of times they did. All right, David, my friend. I'm gonna sign off, guys. No, I haven't been to any other concerts yet, but I want to. I just, I don't want to see the guys. I don't know. Some of those guys are pretty old now, like Leonard Skinner, and I'm not. I'm not saying that they wouldn't put on a hell of a show, but do I really want to pay? I really can't pay $100 a ticket. My wife. The only way we got to see Roger Waters was my wife won the tickets on some radio contest. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. We're doing okay. We're all doing well. Yeah, Timbuktu, happenstance. It's on our side, man. You just gotta know the nature of it. Yeah, no shit, John. They do go high. They really do. Can't imagine. All right, Bamski. See you guys later. I'm gonna I'm gonna jet out of here too because I got a real late start and um, yeah, the Stones. Jimmy, I might. I mean, if I could afford a ticket, I might go to see the Stones. I don't know, but they're pretty old. You know, they're like they're like skeletons up there. Um, but still, I'll bet they put on a hell of a show. And I've never seen them. There's a lot of really cool performers I've never seen. My brother was telling me about the Blue Men. All right, we'll talk again soon, Marsfield. Love you, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything, Marsfield. Appreciate it. All right, Bamsky. I'm out, brothers. I'm out. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Peace, everybody. Much respect. Good night, Chris. Talk to you soon, Chris. No, thank you, brother. Thank you, Marsfield.